Wall Street is still occupied this morning. The protesters in New York have been camping out in the financial district for 3 weeks with no signs of stopping. And demonstrations have been held from San Francisco to Chicago. In fact, they've spread to dozens of other cities, including Minneapolis. And a total of 45 states have been the target of protests. NBC's Lilia Luciano is here in New York, in Lower New York this morning. So with another good morning to you, how are things developing? We've been talking for the last couple of hours. You seeing the crowd swell?
Well, the crowd is definitely organizing, Alex. They're moving on to start a rally at some point this afternoon. They say at around 3 p.m. They're moving from Zuccotti Park here into Washington Square. Originally, it was going to be a march, but it sounds like that's been called off. They're just going to move out there. They'll rally there. And then tonight, they plan to hold what they usually do, which is a general assembly, where their concerns are voiced out, where their plans for the rest of the week, for the days ahead, are also explained. But one thing that I found very interesting, last night, I went to one of those general assemblies, and because they don't have a permit to hold a microphone, what they use is what they call a people's microphone, where one person speaks, they voice out their concerns, they talk about what they want to see, what type of change they're looking for, and then the rest of the crowd will repeat it so everyone can hear it. They continue to organize in this way with whatever resources they have. They gather food from people who've been donating from restaurants around. There's people around the world calling in restaurants and ordering hundreds of dollars in food for protesters here. So that's pretty much how they're funding and how they're basing their organization. Mm-hmm. But it's pretty much decentralized, and they're making sure that there are no leaders and there are no people leading or guiding what's to come next.
Yeah. So I guess it's hard to figure out what the end game would be, how long people are going to stay then. Do you get any indication of that?
It's very hard to say, Alex, because as I start talking to people around here, there are so many causes conglomerated here. There's so many different support groups and so many different groups, that are voicing out their concerns. It started out with Wall Street and the inequalities that they find in the financial sector, but it spread all the way to climate change. So what type of change? Without a list of demands, it's really hard to say. I've been asking, is there one thing or three things, or is there something in particular that either Washington or the financial sector need to start putting in place in order for this to dissipate? And they seem to just be starting this popular movement and to have no limits to it.
Yeah. Okay. NBC's Lilia Luciano, many thanks for weighing in. Appreciate that.
Thank you.